So I'm sure he has some very, very interesting perspectives on this because there's been many discussions around. First, let's start with yesterday. Your colleagues made a small call on you. Were you in Parliament yesterday when Honorable Afenyomakin raised this issue?
Hello?
Honorable, were you in Parliament when Honorable Afenyomakin raised this issue? Were you on the floor?
Yes. I was on the floor, yes.
Okay. Honorable Afenyomakin made a small appeal to your side. Join us. Let's condemn Yoko and ask that this cannot be tolerated. That's an abuse of the Constitution. Why didn't your side respond to this rallying call?
Thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity to say good morning to your cherished listeners. Yesterday, on the floor of Parliament, while proceedings were going on, my very good friend, Honorable Afenyomakin, the leader of the micro minority, entered Parliament and wanted an opportunity to make an urgent statement of public importance. And the Speaker said, you know the procedure. You have to do this with the leave of the House, with knowledge of the Speaker. Don't ambush me. You don't expect that I preside as Speaker and all of a sudden just get up and start wanting an opportunity to make an urgent statement and you say it's of public importance without any prior consultation. It's not bad. You are a leader. You should know that. So later on, he apologized and did the right thing. And the leader said, this is a house of record. This is a house of procedure. If you follow the procedure, it will be allowed. So you can go ahead. And he made a statement concerning the detention of Chairman WONTUMI by Yoko. And he felt that it was unfair. It was an abuse of the process. It was an abuse of the Constitution. And he called on all of us to join hands in condemning what Yoko was doing. But for me, and many of my colleagues who were in the chamber, we felt that it was just a waste of time. We are building state institutions, and institutions must work according to procedure. What has Yoko done? Yoko has arrested Chairman WONTUMI. Yoko is investigating Chairman WONTUMI. Yoko, by procedure, has granted Chairman WONTUMI an inquiry bail. And that bail that is granted has a condition of a surety with 50 million worth property to justify. And that is just all. Mr. Honorable Afenyomakin said that the bail condition was too harsh. And many people in the chamber were like, are you saying that Chairman WONTUMI doesn't have his business peers, his business partners, that one can walk in there with documents of a property that is even worth more than 50 million and stand surety for Chairman WONTUMI to go home and while investigation continues? No, you see, it isn't that he was detained beyond 48 hours and for that matter it's an abuse of the Constitution. It isn't that Yoko has refused to grant him bail. It isn't that Yoko is capricious. What they were saying is that the bail condition is too harsh. And we said, if Yoko does something and you think that is an abuse of the right of your client, just go to court. Go to court and compel Yoko to do what is right in accordance with law. But going around and demonstrating and sitting on the floor when your responsibility was to just within your own party, since you are saying that he's the chairman of your party in the Ashanti region, which we know to be true, go get another business tycoon from your party capable enough to stand as surety to come and just sign the bail bond, and WONTUMI will be a free man to work on while investigation continues. You don't want to do that, and you are throwing that into the eyes of the Ghanaian people that Yoko is being capricious, Yoko is being unfair. Are you saying that MPP, even Chairman WONTUMI himself and his family, there is nobody within his family who can come and say, look, I want to stand surety and I have a property worth 50 million Ghana cedis?
He says 50 million is a lot of money.
Listen, when we say it's a lot of money, people should understand. The Yoko is not requesting for you to come and deposit 50 million Ghana cedis. No. The bail bond says we need somebody with a capacity or property worth 50 million Ghana cedis. They are not collecting 50 million Ghana cedis. I believe that even Honorable Afenyomakin, if he had decided not to lead the demonstration and decided to be a surety to his own client, Yoko was granted him bail. I'm not sure that Apenyo Martin can tell Ghanaians that he doesn't have anything worth 50 million Ghanaian cedis. I don't believe so. And as a lawyer of his caliber, I'm sure if his client was somebody he believed that he wanted to support to get the bail condition met, they would have gotten somebody within even their own party to come and stand surety. So if instead of you looking for a surety, you are demonstrating outside and calling on Yoko to do something like reducing the bail condition, even in court, if you are granted bail by court and you are given a bail condition and you think that is so hard, you go to a higher court and appeal against the decision. And if the higher court decision overrules what the lower court said, that becomes the law. So if you think that Yoko's bail condition is too hard, just go to court. And probably the court can compel Yoko to do something. And Yoko will have nothing than to comply with what the court is saying. But come to think of it, excuse me, do you believe in your heart that if the NPP party believe that Chairman Wontumi is so essential a party person, that Yoko is saying that we need somebody with this value of property to come and stand surety, you think that the NPP will not find anybody? Oh, please.
But I think his point is actually that this is unheard of. How can Yoko ask for 50 million inquiry bill and be asking that should be justified? That's unheard of. It should not be entertained. It's unconstitutional. That is his point.
No. The unconstitutionality is a wrong argument. The Constitution has never prescribed any amount for bail. The Constitution says, do not detain anybody in custody beyond 48 hours without letting the person appear before a court of competent jurisdiction. And that is exactly what they do. Within 48 hours, if you can't, arraign the person before court, please grant the person bail. And they have granted the person bail with the bail conditions. And the fact is that, you see, if there is nobody is capable within the NPP with the property worth 50 million Ghana to become a stand surety, probably we could be talking about that. But this is a party, and this is a regional chairman. This is a mining guru. He has his business peers. I don't just believe that they are interested in the bill. If they are interested in the bill, they will be looking for somebody within the party with this capacity and qualification to come and stand surety. And there won't be any noise at all. Wontumi would have found himself in the house by now, waiting for the next day to report to Yoko. So what they are doing now is just compelling Yoko to reduce the amount. That is what they are doing. So whatever it is, if Yoko goes to reduce the amount, it is still a bill and the conditions must be fulfilled. And he said that the conditions are harsh. If the conditions are harsh, the court is the place to go. So we go around cycle and come to the same point that Yoko is procedurally correct. Discretion, you think that the discretion has been abused because the amount is too much? That is a discretion. But do you have people within your party with the capacity to be able to stand surety? Oh, yes, we know it is possible. So this particular one, that one is not possible. This is a party that came campaigning that it is possible. And we're talking about just 50 million cedi worth of property to justify so that this chairman of ours can walk home and investigation will continue. That one is not possible. Oh, please.
What would be, because you also worked in a Ghana Police Service, rose to a senior position. What would be your advice to them in the situation they find themselves? What would you advise they do if they are really interested in the welfare of Mr. Wontumi?
My advice to them is simple. This is somebody who has done so much and so well for the MPP as a regional chairman. This is somebody who is a businessman. He has his peers. They should consult him and consult the party and find one person with the capacity to stand surety, and Wontumi will walk home free. The drama we are seeing is neither here nor there. The second option, if they think that they don't want to find anybody who has the capacity to stand surety for Wontumi, for whatever reason, they should proceed to the court and compel Yoko to vary the bail condition. And if the court pronounces on it and it's positive in their life, Yoko will be compelled to go by it. The drama we are seeing outside, the optics we are seeing outside, doesn't change the procedure. And it won't push Yoko to do anything different.
And then, before I leave you, your own thoughts on, because this is not the first time we are seeing a protest on this matter. The first day when he was arrested, you saw leading member of the New Patriotic Party turn up in the frontage of Yoko, also protesting the same thing, his arrest, and many claims being made. Do you think from everything, every account you've heard, that Yoko has done anything wrong to perhaps for this kind of protest to be happening?
Thank you very much. State institutions are governed by laws. And anytime the state institution abuses the law is available. And that is why we say it doesn't matter the noises we make outside. It doesn't matter how much we roll on the floor. It doesn't matter the cameras that catch our attention in what we are doing. The law is the law. And Yoko is acting within the framework of when the law gives discretion. Your discretion, of course, should not be capricious. Your discretion, of course, should not be used to abuse the authority of your office. And if it is perceived to be an abuse of the office, the law provides that somebody can test the case in court, and the court will make a pronouncement to let you know that you abuse your discretion. But until then, Yoko is in line with procedure.
Honorable, thank you very much for speaking to us.
You're welcome.
He is the Vice Chairman of the Defense and Interior Committee, Honorable Peter LANCHENE TOOBU, joining us, Member of Parliament for One West. Well, Nancy, we do have perhaps an explanation and what Chairman WONTUMI is being investigated for. I think we've seen a post from Justice Sai, who is Deputy Attorney